showtime.
Hey, Myth, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you.
Thank you, Maxwell. Sharon, we saw Maxwell just yesterday. We should have got him to do an updated version of that.
We should have.
Or maybe we could get Luke to do that. I mean, he just turned 1. Do you think he could pull that out for us?
I don't think so yet.
You don't think he could do that yet? He's still a little young.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Good evening, everyone.
Lovely to see you. Sharon, you look beautiful. Thanks for joining me tonight on the show.
Well, thank you.
Did you want to say anything about how I look?
You look lovely as well.
Unbelievable. What's up, everybody? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we coming in loud and clear? Great to have everyone here tonight. Welcome. It is September 21st, 2020. We have been in this pandemic for March, April, I mean, it's been 7 freaking months without cruising. I'm really about up to here with the whole thing. Are you as upset as I am about this whole no cruising thing?
I mean, I can't wait to cruise again, but I try not to think about it because it's upsetting. Well,
we still have a little bit. We still have a little of our non-cruise activity still yet to come your way. We do have a few Vegas videos that will be wrapping up here, and then probably in the next 2 weeks, I think we'll be able to get everything out. What do you think? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think so.
I think tomorrow we might have the next Vegas video coming out. Then we're going to start getting, we went out a couple days early, so we got to spend some quality time, just us hanging out. But then in the next couple of videos will be the people, the peeps arriving, the cruise crew, the ship show team, the whole group of everyone. And then we're really going to get, down and dirty into some of the fun and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
it'll be a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I think so. Should we say hi to some folks real quick? What do you want to do? See who's out there? Lovely to see everybody here. A special hello to Team Sharonatsea Travel. Of course, Nautical Nurse Nancy. Nancy, we're thinking of you. We're thinking of the Nurse Nancy family. We hope everything is okay. You, your beautiful daughters, your super sexy hubby, your charming son. We hope everything is going fantastic for you guys. And, of course, Leanne Franciscone, we hope that Team Franciscone is doing great, too. Speaking of lovely kids and super sexy husbands, they've got it all over there at Team SAST. So the hammer and the nail, we love you. We're thinking of you. And we miss you guys and can't wait to see you again. Sean and Casey, we did not visit the new Raider football stadium, but we did see it. We drove past that big black poop. It looked like a big piece of poop. It was a big turd looking thing.
I don't know if it'll be in the next video or the one after that, but there's a part where it's kind of funny, where Matthew spots the Raider store.
Oh,
you'll have to watch and see
that's in the next video, Sharon. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Just know that it doesn't go well. Just know that. So listen, let's say hi to a few folks and see who's out there this evening. Again, thank you for joining us. If it's your first time here, let us know in the chat. Let the people know so everyone can say hi to you and give you a big old welcome here. We're just like a big happy family. We all came together for our love of cruising. We've stayed together since then for our love of cruising, and we're all waiting until cruising can happen again. Of course, lately we've been trying to branch out and do some fun stuff. We did a little camping. We took a trip to Cabo. Of course, recently we did a big old get together with our friends, John York and their families at the ship show. We did a big get together in Vegas, and that was great. And there are more get togethers in the works. That was just so rewarding and so much fun.
It was. And
it makes you feel so good inside to meet all these new people, and we just want more time to spend with everyone and get to know people even more.
So we've been working on a couple things. Although I don't think anything else is going to happen as far as a meetup or anything the rest of this year, just because winter's coming. Nobody wants to go to cold places, really. Most people are trying to leave the cold places in the
Would
winter.
you prefer no meetup or a cold weather meetup? Let us know in the chat what you guys want to see out there. Because we can, who knows?
But
anything is possible, Sharon.
We're thinking maybe springtime for the next meetup.
Let's say cheers to the peeps. Look, cheers, and our very cool new cups.
Look at these. These are compliments of Sherry Giaquinto.
Oh, Sherry Giaquinto and the Giaquinto
These are
crew.
the coolest little cups. They're called martini glasses. So they're for margaritas for me and martinis for Jamie.
It's a perfect combo. You can see my toothpick sticking out the top. So you know there's some action going on.
I can't really tip it right now, but the inside's like the metal. So these are perfect for outdoors and things like that too. And they keep everything hot and cold.
I see some guys here from Team Ship Show. A special shout out. Do you know that this last weekend, a highlight of my existence was I had a hug. I hugged Doodles McShipshow, York Ragsdale, and the lovely Lisa Ragsdale at the same time. We had a three-way hug. We had a three-way hug, and it was just, it felt good. I felt like it was like we were reunited and it feels so good.
I saw someone say, I think it was Dave Whiting said, I think that's who it was, said a cold meetup in the Northeast.
Oh, I know what you want, Dave. Dave, as long as you can pick us up from the airport on your snowmobile.
I just saw someone say ice fishing in Minnesota. Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No ice fishing, but something. Well, that might be fun. As a matter of fact, Larry Thomas, thank you so much. Hello. The Thomases are in the house. Hope everybody at the SASC fam are doing well. We are. Thank you so much. For the super chat. We always appreciate it. Tess Almond said a highlight for her was York on her pillow. Pillow? Is that what we're doing? Is that an air quote pillow there? We're still recovering. It took us. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If you're, I know a lot of you are on the Facebook group. If you're not, get there. The Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew on Facebook, and we were like silent. I mean, it took days before I got my crap back together after getting back from Vegas. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, we were tired for a few days, I guess, because we stayed up so late. Every night we stayed up late, and we really didn't sleep in. We got up early every day and kind of.
Yes, and you drank a lot a couple nights, and it was really difficult to even get you up in the morning. But we won't even get into that. But we do want to try to talk a little bit about cruising here. After all, we're all here for the same love of cruising, right? So we want to talk about that. But we just have a few things. We just need to wrap up a few things. I want to thank our buddy John. If you watch the Ship Show, I know you guys do. Many of you do, and if you don't. We highly recommend it. Just search the Ship Show on YouTube and subscribe over there. But we had such a great time. Vegas meant so much to us for this meetup for so many different reasons. And one of them was our love of great movies. And we got together and we put on a little thing. And John raced home. He had the video footage and he put a little clip together. So you might have seen it or something like it on the Ship Show this past Wednesday or last Wednesday. And I said, hey, man, get me that clip because I want the cruise crew to be able to check that out if they didn't see it on the Ship Show. So we want to share this little thing with you. But then we might have a little something to add to it. We're going to see what happens. But guys, do me a favor. Yeah, let's show it now. Do me a favor. Let me know. Does this little clip remind you of anything in particular? Do you feel like you've seen it before or anything? Just... just let us know. But just 237 people here. Welcome. Before we get into any cruising chat, just see if you want to absorb this for a second, okay? Just check this out. When I see that clip, Sharon, it brings a tear to my eye. I'm gonna jump to the bottom of the chat and just see. Sue O'Connor loves how everyone nods goodbye. Love the clip. They love it. People are loving it. The ending of Ocean's 11, outstanding. Thank you so much. It was very nice. Penner 10 said that was beautiful, especially in the beginning with all the sexy man butts. Thank you, Penner 10. I appreciate that, and I'll let everyone else know how you feel as well about the man butts. It was a very special moment there as Sharon at Sea Travel and Ship Show came together. But there was a little bit more to it. I know we're going to get back into the chat and we're going to get back to everybody, but let me just. Mike V said I'm a sobbing mess. Love it, excellent, great job, perfect clip. Thank you, Amy Elke. The O is silent. But, you know, it took a little bit of time. There was some effort that went into it, and a special thanks go out to the Francesconis, who really were the directors, the cameraman and woman. I mean, they did a little bit of everything.
And there's even a couple bloopers.
There might be a couple bloopers.
A couple of the many bloopers.
Well, first off, let's show you a little bit of the behind the scenes. And at the end of this behind the scenes is, I don't know, it's just, you just got to let me know what you think of it. So John knew I was going to play that clip tonight, but the boys over there didn't know about this. But, you know, there's always a behind the scenes. If you're wondering how videos and movies are made, I think this tells the whole story. Once you wrap up a tough shoot, you need to wet your whistle. Now, I'm not sure. Matthew had a little bit of a mad look on his face there, and I'm not sure if he was upset.
I think he was confused.
He was. I don't know whether he was saying, "Why are you giving me this?" Or whether he was saying, "This thing is empty, and why are you giving me an empty flask?" He might have been more mad about that. I'm not quite sure. But that's not the end of it, folks, because with you have the main clip that you put together, then you have the behind the scenes footage and a little bit of the celebration there that we showed you. But there were two other outtakes, and I just thought that it might be funny. Just tell me if you can see what exactly about this clip made it so that we really couldn't use it. Just let me know if you notice anything in this particular clip, okay? Just take a look. Everything seems to be going good. Everything seems to be normal, right? Okay, we're making the clip, and then this happens. I mean, what was that? How does that? Why would someone do that in the middle of a professional video shoot? I don't know how John even pulled that off. It was crazy. And of course, as if it wasn't enough, John sabotaging the video. Then of course, his gorgeous, sweet as pie wife Kelly. She got in on having a little fun as well, but I don't know, you might call this a blooper, but we couldn't leave this out because it is so damn cute. So take a look at this. This is another take we had to do after John sabotaged that one. Just watch Kelly at the end here. She tries to hold it together. Oh, she couldn't. She couldn't. Oh, she broke down in hysterics. Unbelievable. She could not stop laughing. It was just the funniest thing. That was fantastic. So just a few fun little moments there from our recent Vegas trip, and it was so nice. And at the end of the night, we wish to gosh that York and Lisa were there. They had some plans and they were doing something, and everyone else was out to dinner at different places, and we met up with those guys and decided to put that little video together. So we hope that you thought that was a cute little clip. Sharon, let's jump back into the chat now. I know I said I'd say hi to people. Jeffrey Lara, thank you so much for the super chat. We very much appreciate that. We hope you guys, yes, Ms. Giggles, that's her, Michelangelo Giovanni, that's a perfect name for Kelly. She is so cute, and she's adorable with that. Thank you guys for hanging in there and watching some of that. We hope that you enjoyed it. Let's say hi to a few folks, shall we?
Oh, okay, you got it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hold on, let me wet my whistle because I got to get through here. Thank you, Tess Halman, for the kind words. We appreciate it. And let's give a big old shout out to Amy Franzak is in the house. Amy Elke is here. Andres Cardenas is here. Angel Eyes, Big G and Snuggles. Brian Wolf is here. Chris Gow is in the house. Christina V. Crazy Cat Travelers here. Dave and Brandy's Excursion. Dean and Delora in the house. Dia Incognito. Dewey Ski. Doodles McShip Show is here. Edler Multimer is here. Garrett Labelson. What is up, Garrett? Garrett, we need to make some pizza plans. So we're going to be contacting you here in the near future to make plans to go ahead and enjoy some pizza with you here in town. Jeffrey Lara, Hank Shannon's here, Holly Johnson, Jason Shoemaker's here, maybe it's Schumacher. Jose Lara's in the house, Karen Griswold's here. What's up, Karen? Kevin Bluck, Kevin Brubaker is here. Lalito Loca is in the house. Tony, Jenny, hello to you. Lady Joy is here. Leanne Francis Gone. Lindy Lou is here. Lisa Kelly. Lori DeShiel. Linda Purcell. Marilyn Moore is here. Mary Ellen Dillon. Mary Klug is here. Michelangelo Giovanni. Nautical Nurse Nancy, of course. Pam S. Patty McFall Monk is here. Pen R10. Peter Hone. Really Creative Travel. What's up, Blaine? Riley H. Robert from Life with Favor. What's up, Rob? Rhonda Carney is in the house. What's up, Rhonda? Ruth Todd. Sharon at Sea Travel is here. Welcome, Sharon, to the show. Sean Moore. Shauna Snow. Shelly Lou, Sherry Giaquinto. Again, Sherry, thanks for the amazing glasses. We love them.
Yeah.
Sue O'Connor, Tara Kelly, Tess Almon, The Ship Show, John, Teresa King, TMLF 959, Travel Adventures with Eric B, and Vonna V. Welch. That's everybody that was in my list at the time. If you weren't in the list, we'll come back and find you later. Have no fear. But that's just what we came across there. Yes, Rhonda says, I love that when I watch The Ship Show. So funny. James, show us the nun, said Big G and Snuggles. Well, I don't know.
There was only one, wasn't there just one nun?
It was pretty light as far as the crazy people on Fremont, but that's coming up in a future vlog. Hank Shannon, have a great night.
Yeah, we got bashed pretty bad for our show on Fremont Street.
Yeah, people were not happy, but there was a lot of non-masking at times, and people did not like that at all. So, we'll see what happens. The live show took a beating. Let's just say that. Fremont Street was a lot of fun. It was a little bit crazy. Any meetup is fine with me, said Peter Hone. Dewey Ski said, I was so impressed with Matthew that weekend. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. So many kind words about Matthew being a great young man and a great host. It was fantastic.
We're really proud of that boy.
We sure, yes. He crushed it. He really crushed it. All right, let's jump back a little bit and say hi to a few folks. People talking about that they love the video. I just got goosebumps, said Cheryl Versinski.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Cheryl. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Sue I mentioned that. Sue loves how everyone nods goodbye. Now Rob says, I guess I need to watch Ocean's 11. If you haven't seen it, Rob, you have to see it. That is for sure. Beautiful water show. I'm emotional now, said Lori DeShiel. Thank you, Lori. We appreciate you saying that. Antonio Garcia, thank you for the nice word. Joseph Johnson said, great job. Dave and Brandy's Excursions enjoyed it. That means a lot to us. Thanks, guys. Mark Pash liked it. Awesome clip. Garrett Labelson, I need to watch Ocean's 11 again right now.
Yeah, I know we watched all the ocean movies before we went to Vegas, along with the Hangover movie.
We did. I wanted to get Matthew kind of primed up for what he might expect there and see. So, Mary Ellen said, I didn't know what it was, but never saw any Oceans movies. You got to check out the Ocean's 11. You'll see. Yeah. Joseph Mellon said, first time here, been watching it for about a week before the COVID. Wanted to say a shout out. Never been cruising. Joseph, we're sorry. We hope you can get to cruising once all this craziness is all done.
Well, welcome, Joseph.
Sherry's going back to Vegas in 3 weeks. That sounds pretty darn cool.
Nice.
Well, Sharon, are you ready to go back to Vegas? What are your thoughts about that?
We had thought about maybe just going back for a couple nights. I don't know. I've had kind of mixed feelings. I don't know. Vegas isn't my favorite place, although we had an awesome time at the meetup.
Ow.
But we might go back. We might go back for a couple nights at some point.
If it's the three of us, right? Just Sharon and Matthew and I, Vegas might not have a lot to offer us. Right. But going with friends and other people to share the times, that's what really makes it and made it really special, I think.
Yeah. So, I don't know. There's just, I don't know. It was just
you don't know?
Kind of crazy walking around. The smell, I don't know. The smell kind of got to us a little bit. Having Matthew with us.
The insane smell of marijuana is what
you're
referring to, right? Yeah. It was I used to go to a lot of concerts back in the day. 80s, 90s, right?
That's probably as bad as a concert.
No. It was way worse than any concert I ever went. Seriously. I saw Pink Floyd. It was way worse than anything I'd ever experienced, and that says a lot. How long did that take to do, said Christina V? I don't know. How long were we out there goofing around? 40 minutes, maybe. 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
Something like that. We had fun with it.
We kind of had to wait a little while. We had to wait for the fountains to go off multiple times to get the whole clip done because it only goes off for a few minutes. And then there were some other people kind of right by us too, so we kind of had to wait for them to leave. And
we definitely commandeered the whole little area there, and some people came up to take some pics. And then at one point, the fountain stopped, and then we were like, "Go ahead, guys, if you want to take pictures, we don't want to stop you." And then at one point, John grabbed their camera and started taking their picture. And
I think to kind of hurry them out of there.
Well, there's a fine line between hurrying them out and getting them some good pictures, as opposed to the usual boring ones. So John did a great job with that. Travel Adventures with Eric B. Loved the video. And the Oscar goes to, said Lady Joy. Thank you, Lady Joy. We appreciate that very much. So it was so fun. It was such a great time. Ruth Todd, what's up? Good to see you.
Hey, Ruth.
And it was just such a special kind of moment. I don't know if I missed a lot of a meetup in Florida won't be cold. Some folks made some comments about the meetups earlier.
I don't know. What else? I don't know about, you asked if people wanted to go where it's cold, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
You're too far in the chat now.
I know. I don't see a whole, no interest in ice fishing. Yeah, I don't know. A hot tub in the snow isn't bad. That's why Nautical Nurse Nancy says Wisconsin Dells, baby. All right, we'll take a look at all that stuff. Yeah. We have talks going on about the next group get together. And we're going to see what we can put together. Another
reason I think we were thinking spring for warmer weather, and then also to give us time to plan it and give other people a chance that want to come to plan it. Because, if you have to go somewhere where you might have to fly or a long drive even, some people have to take off work. There's just more planning involved.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Yep, Leanne was commenting. Leanne Francisconi did a great job. She rocked the camera and did a tremendous job for us on that. Thank you so much. She said Kelly could not. Yes, Kelly was a little giggle britches that night. I don't know whether she may have had too much wine or champagne at dinner. I'm not sure. But we couldn't get her to stop cracking up. Just funny. Funny stuff. Let's see what else we have out there. I'm going to jump ahead, see if I can't catch up to the bottom of the chat and see what's going on with you peeps. So, Park MGM is opening with no smoking, said Garrett Labelson. Oh. Garrett, it's not even, the smoking I can deal with, but it wasn't just smoke. It was the pot smoke.
Yeah,
it was overwhelming.
Actually, we did not.
Even for me.
I really didn't smell cigarette smoke at all, for the most part.
Yes.
It was the marijuana. So.
There you go.
Which is weird, usually in casinos you smell cigarettes, but you did smell it in the casino a little, but
yes.
This was up in our rooms on the street. You're walking down the street, it's like walking through a haze.
Yes. Jason Showmaker says, as soon as cruising is announced in the US, I am out. Let's go. He is ready to go. That's right.
Let's go.
For sure. Lindy Lou said, Jamie, I'll never be able to thank you enough for taking care of me on the walk to Bellagio.
Yeah.
Lindy Lou, it was my pleasure. no one from the crew is left behind. That is our motto. That is our creed. We live and die by that. Yeah. And there was no way that I was going to leave you behind. You are such a big part of the channels and the interactions we have. And it was my honor, my duty, and my pleasure. Man, I just put that all together. That's pretty good. Let's see. What else? I would love to go back to Vegas to Shauna Snow. I would. I mean, the hotel had everything we wanted, right? The New York, but maybe a different, a different place like for rooms and stuff like that. I'd probably would be
stay somewhere else next time. But
gotcha.
Yeah, I guess I can't say I don't want to go back. I would go back, but I think there's just other places I want to go right now. Maybe more. Maybe that's it.
Yes. Thank you. Nancy said Jamie was indeed a gentleman and really did great by the whole group. Oh, nautical nurse Nancy, thank you so much.
He is.
Don't get the word out. That is not my reputation. I don't want to be known as a gentleman. I want to know. I like being the obnoxious husband of Sharonatsea that never shuts up and talks over top of her. That's where I'm happiest. Okay, that's my happy place. Sherry G. Quinto is going back for the slot. She's going back in a few weeks. Good luck. I hope you do a great job.
Yeah. I know so many people were winning on the slots on a couple different games, like the Buffalo game, and I think there was another one. I can't remember which one. I just know there was all these little things they were pushing. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people, we didn't win on the slots, but I think just about everyone else did.
We were the only ones that lost the whole time. It was unbelievable. The dispensaries are on the street running parallel to the strip, said Holly Johnson. No wonder. Oh, yeah, it's a few steps off the strip, and then you're back on with all the action. Yeah, we saw them there. It is crazy. 45 minutes. This has to be a one-take video, said Annette Thalman. No, we were just moving quickly. We had a great vision in our head, and we teamed up and did a great job.
Yeah, there's multiple clips.
Let's see. Pennerton said, in 2010, I took a cruise, came back in Fort Lauderdale, and it was 35 degrees. Oh my God, that would be super cool.
Well, yeah, Florida gets chilly in the winter. It's warmer than other places, I think, but it does have its chilly times, I think, too.
The Spikers, what's up, Spikers? How you guys doing? Said that they're dying to go to the mountains. Let me see if I can find that comment right here. Oh, yeah, there. I'm dying to go to the mountains, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, someplace like that. Tesla Mod said, do an all-inclusive somewhere warm, pretend it's a cruise. But you've done that already, so may not want to again. I don't know. We thought about maybe doing a get-together outside of the U.S., like maybe a Mexico thing. But then if people don't have passports right now, they won't be able to get it in time. It'll probably take months, and that could be a pain. So maybe that's not a good deal.
Yeah, so I think we decided some of the meetups will stick with those in the U.S. That way more people can come or able to come.
Tessalmon, Nashville is in the mix. It's part of the conversation for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Neil Drucker, what's going on? Thanks for watching from Atlanta. We hope everything's going good out there for you. Enjoying the live show. Thank you so much. Kelly was lobster drunk. That's what Amy Franzak said. She may have had too much lobster. That might be it. That might be it exactly. Let me see. Let me jump around here a little bit. There's some more comments. Norma Quezada said, hi, neighbors from Buckeye, Arizona. What is up, Norma? Lovely to have you here.
You are close.
Thank you for joining us. Nancy said regular cigarette smoke was a relief from the other smell. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way of putting it.
You were so right about that. What about a meetup at Catalina Island? We can all take the ferry over, said Garrett Labels. And we could call it the Catalina Mixer. John, York, if you're out there, you guys have any input on that? The Catalina Mixer? That would be pretty fun. We could just do meetups that have to do with movies, and we could just do that theme. So
that's interesting.
Oh, that is so wow, tasty. Tess Almond said, I noticed how you helped Lindy Lou. So nice and considerate. What a gentleman. Thank you, Tess. I appreciate you saying that. Let's see. We should have planned a car for those who couldn't make the walk, said Lori. Lori, that would have been very hard to have just a car walk, out there. But everyone hung in there, were troopers, and did a great job. Linda Purcell said, I heard that Symphony of the Seas returned to Miami. I did see a video about that. I think some of the ships are coming back around again, and probably because they've been away from home for so long that they're coming back in, maybe getting some new people, maybe getting supplies that they need and things of that nature. So we'll see what happens. There is some cruise news going on out there, and there are a couple videos about things. Anything in particular you want to touch base on, or you want me to cover some of the stuff that we talked about, or what do you got cooking, Sharon? Is that it? I love that there's a live show right here. There are people out there.
I know you just kind of go from one thing and they're like, boom.
I do. I'm all over the place.
There is some things out there.
Did you want me to stop?
I thought you were going to keep talking and then you just stopped. No, there is.
Sharon, stop. Collaborate and listen.
There is some things out there.
What just happened?
What?
I turned to you for a little input, and you just were like this.
I was just, because you were just talking, and I figured you were just going to keep talking like you do.
Well, when I ask you a question and say Sharon, and I look at you and I go, Sharon? Usually that's a definite indicator that I'm turning to you for some input.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Wow.
The Healthy Sail panel out there, they have put together some things, Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, and I think it's out there pretty much all over. It's probably all over Facebook by now. You know how everything's everywhere as soon as something's released. So, but they put together some measures that they're going to submit to the CDC, and I guess we'll see what happens. It's basically they're saying that they're going to have all the crew and passengers wear masks, which I don't know. That's not a surprise to me. I figured that would happen. What else? Physical distancing, which, that's not a surprise either.
No.
They did mention that the shore excursions would have to be through the cruise line. That was something that a lot of people were kind of, going back and forth before. And I know some of the locals on the island are going to still be hurting if that happens. But if that's what it takes to get back out there, then I'm okay with that. I prefer other companies, local companies, but hey, I'll take an excursion through the cruise line if I have to get back to cruising.
Yes.
Or I'll stay on the ship. Either one. I'm fine with that.
Sue O'Connor said Jamie's throwing Sharon off. I love to throw you off your game.
Well, I thought you were just going to start on a roll with it, and then you just turned to me, and I was like, oh. You're not going to keep talking. That's unusual.
I was engaging you. How dare you? Are you insulting? You could give me a backhanded insult.
Let's see. What else? And they have to have a place to isolate people if someone gets sick, and just all the kind of basic things, I guess. You might say. So I don't know.
There you go.
I'm okay with all those. I'll do any of those to get back to cruising.
Well,
I don't know. Some people may not want to adhere to those things, but I would certainly do it. And like I said, I would have a balcony cabin, and if I didn't want to do certain things, I would stay in my cabin and sit on my balcony once in a while. And I wanted just to get back out at sea.
But will you go with all the new rules and regulations? Will you deal with all of it and get on a cruise ship and check it out and try the experience?
Oh, yeah.
For sure?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that say they won't.
I know, but
You're okay with it?
I'm fine with it.
So the CDC's no-sail order ends at the end of September, right?
Yeah.
And then the cruise lines all went all the way to the end of October. And so far, there hasn't been any new news from the CDC about, extending their no-sail. That's kind of weird. It's only 10 days away. You would think they would have pulled the trigger if they were going to extend it even further. So we're wondering if that means that maybe they're going to now say, okay, give us what you got, cruise lines, and we'll tell you what we think, that you need to do to allow the ports to open up to you and all that kind of stuff happen. So I don't know, maybe by November 1st, there'll be some good news. But I'll tell you right now, Sharon, if November 1st cruising starts, I will be so pissed off. Do you know why?
Because we were supposed to cruise like a week before that.
Because our big group cruise with our friends at La Lido Loca cruising channel was supposed to happen on like October 24th. And if I find out that cruise would have been the one cruise right before they allow cruising again, I am going to be bent out of shape. And you know what else just happened too? As if that wouldn't be enough. We just got back from Vegas one weekend after they opened up the bars that were not open when we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
What kind of torture are these people putting us through?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Sue O'Connor says you're throwing Sharon off. Yeah, he did throw me off.
I was her off. Yes, David, we did see that. There are reports that Carnival has let up to 7,000 people go. They had termination notice go out from everyone from crew to all the way to the upper echelons of the top of the food chain as far as captains and stuff. I mean, Carnival as a company has gotten rid of a lot of ships. They have sent a number of ships down to just get torn apart for parts. Others have been sold. So yeah, it makes sense that there are some positions that are going away, and that is very, very unfortunate. But it's unlike, every business out there, I think, is dealing with some sort of layoffs and furloughing, and even now it's still kind of happening. And as they are probably getting ready to bring people back, they finally were faced with having to make the decision of who to let go, who to keep. Probably has something based on seniority, tenure, discipline, anything else going on out there, just like it does in the normal corporate world. So,
and when they come back, like they've said all along, they're not going to come back at full capacity, and all the ships won't be sailing. Just a few. So they're not going to need that many people, I guess. So yeah, they're letting them go because that's money coming out of their pocket to pay these people. You're
right. They got to cut back. They got to have some cutbacks. Cheryl Rosinski says we are cracking her up. That's good to know. I'm glad.
I know there was some talk about a couple other ships from Princess getting sold next. Oh, oops, that's my phone.
Sharon, how rude. Notifications in the middle of the live show.
What was it? The Sun Princess, I think, and the Sea Princess. Yeah. And as of now, I know there's been some articles out there saying that they've been sold off and everything. As of yesterday, unless anything's changed, they have not been officially sold off yet, and things aren't canceled. According to Princess Cruise Lines, they are up for sale, but there has not been a buyer yet. That's what I was told from Princess. So I don't know. So I think the articles that have already written are right now, they're just speculation. Although that doesn't mean they're not true, because, usually when something's up for sale or that gets mentioned, it usually does end up happening. But it hasn't officially happened as of yet. Yeah. I know I have a couple of people booked on those ships, and so their cruises have not been canceled yet.
There you go. I know, and there was such a big deal. There was some information about some cruises into 2021 that got canceled, and all of a sudden everybody's going, "Oh my God, all the cancels are cruises," and everybody gets all wound up. So make sure before you get too worked up, read the fine print. There's a lot of great people sharing information out there. A few of them are going to be a little more accurate than others.
Go to the cruise line's website and look at their website under cancellations, and you get what is currently canceled. Crazy
Cat Traveler said the guy from Royal Caribbean blog, I believe his name is Matt, was pretty excited, saying it's a good sign. So that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Gary Labelson pointing out, even if you park at the Bellagio, it is a long walk to the fountain. You are true. You are so right about that.
It is. We parked in that parking lot.
We did.
That night, and we kind of went in the back way, I guess, and went out,
For sure. How do I get info on your next group cruise? Sharon, this would be a great time to do a little self-promotion, wouldn't it?
Well, our next group cruise is in March on the Legend. It's a Panama Canal cruise. We're teaming up with Lily DeLoca, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. It's an 8-day Panama Canal cruise. Goes to Costa Rica, goes a partial through the Panama Canal and Grand Cayman.
And there are still cabins available on that.
There are. It is pretty limited on that ship, but until it's sold out. You can come along on that cruise. That cruise
is the plan B. That is the cruise that a little bit early on, as we started, as we talked to Tony and Jenny, and first had a little inkling, a little teeny weeny inkling, a little sensation in our subcockles, if you will, about the potential for October to get jacked up. That's when we said maybe we need a plan B, and we announced it, and a lot of people have jumped on that. So there are not quite as many cabins as we're going to be on. The Breeze, when we were going to go, which also, just so you know, is Sharon's favorite ship, by the way.
Well, actually, the people that are booked on the Legend, there are a few of the same people that were booked on the Breeze, but most of the people that I booked anyways are people that weren't on the breeze. They're new people, and a lot of them we haven't met before. So I'm kind of, we're excited about that.
It will be good.
Meet some more new people.
And it will be nice to finally put an end to the old, to the big question: who is better at air hockey, Tony or Jamie? Because we missed out. Sometimes I think
And
maybe
you know
Tony
what?
planned
I
this
just
whole
thought of-
pandemic just to get out of facing me
But
at
you
the
know
air
what?
hockey table.
Now I will say the arcade on the Legend will be smaller than the Breeze, but being it will be a kind of spring break time, but it's not a cruise that kids normally would go on a lot.
No.
The Panama Canal, they're going to go more to the Caribbean or Mexico
right.
or something. And that particular ship, there's going to be a little bit of not an older crowd, but there's just not going to be as many kids, I don't think. So I think you guys will have it a lot easier in the arcade doing your air hockey challenge because you won't be bombarded with kids.
Well,
Hopefully. Hopefully.
The kids are some of Tony's biggest fans. They love it.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, Tony.
And then Tony said, "How dare you?" I think he's upset because I just insinuated that he may have had something to do with the pandemic just to get out of facing me at air hockey.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just throwing ideas out there, Tony. I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm just saying who really knows. That's all I'm saying. Dave and Brandy, you're so ready to be back on the ship again. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying my delicious blue cheese stuffed olives. My husband wants to know, when will the buffet return? Pam asks. Pam, I got bad news for you.
I don't think anytime soon.
That's what the song they play at the buffet.
I don't think,
it's over, Johnny.
Yeah, but
it's
you know
over.
what? I don't think anyone is going to starve, and I don't think there's going to be plenty of good food, and I think it'll be fairly easy, accessible.
Annette Thalman said, "What did I hear about the PM testing before the cruise?" So,
That's the other thing I didn't mention, actually.
How dare you not mention
They
that?
are saying that everyone will have to have a COVID test, or that's what they're presenting, that everyone will have a COVID test prior to cruising, a negative COVID test.
So they'll be able to test so much that people will arrive at the cruise port. Things are going to be different.
Well, I don't know if they'll test you there.
No, they would.
Or if you'll have to test ahead of time.
No. I read something that you would literally get there, you would be tested, then you would go into another area, and then once the test comes back that you pass, then you proceed with embarkation.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that they literally could have test results in less than 30 minutes. So you would just really go somewhere, and there'd be a little spot to wait. I think.
Well, things are advancing like that. They are able to do tests a lot quicker.
Well, because I think it's tough. I mean, every place is testing differently. And tests I get here in Arizona are done differently, and there's swabs, and there's mucus, and there's blood, and there's all this different stuff.
That doesn't sound good.
And the only way they can be consistent. You didn't like that? Let me say that again. There's swabs, there's mucus, there's blood. But the only way they can do it consistently is to do it one way at the time of. So what would suck, how much wood could a wood suck if a wood suck could suck wood? Anyway, I digress. What would really suck and what would be bad was if you went there and you were asymptomatic. You go there with your family and you feel fine. You feel great. And then we go through the test and they go, Sharon asks, yes, you're fine. Thank you very much. Matthew asks, yes, sir, you're fine. Thank you very much. James, can we talk to you? Just need to talk to you over here in this other room. Don't worry, the hazmat, don't worry about that. The spray down.
You know what I just thought of by you saying that? I know what you're going to say. I wonder what would happen if they did test someone that came back positive and they were traveling with other family members. But the other family members tested negative at the time. Would they ban all the family members? Because, they've been probably close-knit together during all their travels. Would they ban them from getting on the ship just because, they were exposed too? So, yeah.
And maybe Linda Purcell said, I heard testing 24 hours to 5 days prior to embarkation. I don't know about that one. You just don't know, and it's all kind of up in the air.
I think they're going to kind of do some of the things that they're doing in Europe now that seems to be working so far.
Yes.
We'll see.
Ruth Todd would do a test to get on the ship, but not the kind of test that tickles your brain. That test is not fun. It takes a day or two to shake that loose. Jose Lara said, we're like the Avengers. We'll do whatever it takes. You are so right about that. TMLF959 says, I find it hard to breathe with a mask on. It is. It's certainly challenging. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Sharon just experienced it a lot on the, in Vegas. Matthew did too. Both of them were troopers. I think Sharon struggled with it the most.
Well,
Just the weird sensation of it being on the face.
I've worn a mask at work before, but only a few times did I work when after the COVID started, where I had to wear it my whole shift. And then I haven't really worked in nursing for quite a while now. So so wearing it for a short time at work, it was no big deal. But now wearing it all the time when we go out, I have trouble breathing a little bit too with that. I don't know. I had asthma when I was younger, and I think whenever, I don't know, now that kind of thing kind of bothers me.
Yes.
So, yeah, but I just go somewhere. I'll go back to the room or go somewhere and do something like that and take it off for a while in between, give yourself a break and then go back out.
Marilyn Moore says, I will not take a test to cruise. I get it. Dewey Ski, what's going on? Dewey just heard a truck horn on the interstate that sounded like a ship horn, and it made him smile. Oh, Dewey, that is a lovely story. Let's see. Lord DeShiel, I would do whatever it takes to get on a ship. I'm the same way. I would do that too. Kelly Ronaldo, I'm so praying we are booked December 3 on the Dream. It was so nice to see Kelly in Vegas, by the way. I hope your December 3 cruise works on the Dream out of, probably going out of, where? Galveston?
Yeah.
Yep. I hope that goes good for you. We will see.
I don't know. I'm not too hopeful for November yet, but I'm
You're holding out hope, but you're not hopeful.
I was saying kind of, by January for sure, but I think some things will probably cruise in December. I'm just not sure as far as November goes. I don't know. I don't think maybe one or two here or there. Just
I think it'll take. I just think it'll take a little more than 30 days to get everything back to getting a bunch of people on the water. Yeah. Otherwise, that first trip out could be a little.
And they did mention
rough around the edges.
Doing a couple trial runs with just crew and things as well. So
Shelly Lou, there are still places where it seems like testing takes a couple days to come back, but there are plenty of almost immediate tests available out there. You see it in all the sports leagues are doing it. They're doing immediate tests. Just watching TV and seeing some of the stuff about football where they're taking a test and within minutes they're getting results back and it's super fast.
Funny how I watched some of the. What were you watching that night where they were doing the COVID tests?
On the we're watching the what was the show on HBO where they're featuring the Chargers and the Rams for football? Is that what you're talking about? Mm-hmm. And they're doing that. Yeah, we were watching. I can't believe the name of the show is escaping me. Somebody help me out, please. Get me on. Get me
they
out
were
of here.
doing the COVID test to all the players, and it was kind of funny because they were doing the.
Good night to the Hubners.
The swab. Good night. And when you go get it done, they stick it way up your nose. They were just barely
they were just doing a nice gentle little pick a booger type of thing.
What? What is that? Oh my gosh.
I don't get it. I don't know. I told him if I go up there for a swab test, I will drop my drawers, I'll bend over and grab my ankles and say, here you go, have at it.
Oh my God.
If it's not in there, then it's nowhere. That's what I would tell him. Sorry, I got carried away there. I think my martini's kicking in. Crazy Cat Traveler said, yeah, they opened the bars. Ouch. I know, that is horrible. Tesla Monson, Sharon, you were on a cruise the last week before cruises stopped, so maybe you should book a first cruise going back. Amen. I would love to do that.
We may try to do that. It's just we're not sure when they're coming back yet. So, we'll see.
Outstanding Doodles. First off, great to hear from you. Lovely to see you out there in the chat. Doodles McShip Show, a.k.a. York Ragsdale, a.k.a. Deacon Doodles, took a COVID test after Vegas. He had something going on, I believe, with friends, and he wanted to make sure he wasn't going to roll in after a couple days in Vegas and blow up his whole group of buddies. He said, ain't no thing, and it was negative, baby. Oh. Dewey Ski also reported that he had ended up taking a test afterwards for some reason after Vegas. So the good news, guys, is if you were part of the Vegas crew, so far there have been 2 tests that I know of post-Vegas, and both have been negative. So that is good news for anyone who was in Vegas, because I did hug York at one point, probably a couple of times. And there were other times I just stood close to him without him knowing, just because I wanted to smell his hair. But either way, He came back negative, so that's a good sign for everybody. Although he wasn't on Fremont Street, so you never know what you could catch out there. Let's see, what else do we have there? Nancy said it's not fair those bars opened up right after we left, but we did enjoy plenty to drink in Vegas. Nancy, I feel like none of us really went without anything in Vegas. Riding with Larry said, yeah, that one hurt, Jamie. No real bar to have a rusty nail. You are so right, my friend. We'll get it next time, Larry. I feel like we will have to do Vegas one more time to get the true Vegas feel. So I bet you we could make that happen one more time. The Vegas bars opening after we left shaped my hide, said Amy Elke. Amy was pissed off. Big G and Snuggle said, how are your shares in Carnival going, James? They are slowly but steadily on the rise, Big G and Snuggle. It's great to see you guys. Thank you for asking. I just wish I had thousands instead of 100. So, let's see. They opened the bar in Vegas the last night at midnight, I believe, but there are restrictions, said Lori DeShield. There are, but still, just to know that there's more bars that are open and a couple restaurants that maybe weren't open before are open now, that would be cool. Angel Eyes, yes, I believe that Nautical Nurse Nancy, her awesome husband Anthony, and Pam Shantz, aka Flamingo Pam, did the zip line. Yeah, they were the bold and the beautiful that hung in there till late in the evening and did
I don't remember, but I think it was like, I don't know, wasn't it almost 1 a.m. or something? It was like 12:31, something like that. They had to wait. I think they bought tickets, and that's just how long they had to wait till their turn.
Yes.
So.
Gary Welch said SAS left Vegas, so they opened the bars. It's a conspiracy. You're absolutely right. Tessa Mon said drinks were so expensive, she was almost glad the bars were closed, so she was discreetly able to mix her own. Yeah, Tess, I don't know if you saw our first little Vegas video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. We put ours out. John's got one out from the ship show. I'm sure Nancy's going to have one coming up here soon. But, the first day, we rolled up. We brought a whole suitcase full of some goodies. We purchased drinks. We're going to support the property and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we bought
but
drinks,
we brought some of our own as well.
Yeah.
Since we could, since we drove, and since it's not against the rules, they just prefer that you don't. I don't really know what they prefer. I mean, we rolled out with a couple of red Solo cups on occasion, so we did what we did. We do what we do.
I came back negative yesterday on my COVID test as well. Needed it for a procedure this week. 4th test in 6 weeks.
Wow,
Would
Dewey.
gladly take another to cruise.
Atta baby, Dewey, and we hope that you are feeling great from all that exhaustion from Vegas.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we have? Let's jump ahead in the chat, see who else is here. Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh, there's some people talking about crab legs. 30 for 30. No, not 30 for 30. What is the name? Oh, Doodle said, touchdown, Raiders, do a shot. What, did the Raiders score? If you guys didn't see, or you might see,
a shot of my margarita.
Some of the pure irony of the night was, or the day was, with the Raiders' new place there, every time they scored a touchdown, the bar served shots. And they played pretty well. And I've never, ever rooted for the Raiders a day or a moment in my life, basically. At least since I was a young little kid and didn't know anything better. And I found myself cheering for the Raiders just to get free shots. Is that bad?
Yeah. No, I guess
no?
not.
Okay.
But I wonder if they do that every week though, or if it was just because it was.
I think they'll do it. I think they'll do it every week. We'll see. Lori DeShield said the test is not bad up the nose. Lori, what are you talking about? That is the most. I took a COVID test months ago, and they jammed that Q-tip thing so far up my freaking nose. I mean, it was like here. I mean, it was like way up here. It was the worst thing I've ever felt.
I think the test is getting a little better too, maybe with over time.
Look, so Doodles, how did they give you the test? You just had one. What'd they do? Did they just like do a little swab in here? Or did they shove it all the way up, man? I need to know these things.
Angel Eyes says, I'm close to y'all, Sharon. Oh, okay. She's in Tolleson. Oh, that is close.
Oh, my God. That's totally close,
very
Angel
close.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Jason Showmaker says, COVID test prior, but will not be at the port. 5 days to 24 hours prior to cruising. Rapid test not available just yet. Yeah. Well, Jason, I guess we'll see what happens. But I had read somewhere about that they might have the capability to test you right there on the spot, so that they know. Because that way, if they test you on the, let's say you're going on a 5-day cruise, and they test you on the spot, then they can feel pretty good that it would take a number of days before anything would appear, then another couple of days before anything would be truly contagious, and they might feel that as long as you get on the ship without it, then you probably won't have it, or you won't be contagious when you get off the ship. But that's just me thinking out loud.
I think it's just going to depend on what tests are available at the time when cruising comes back.
Nathaniel Nelson said, "Test me 1,000 times. I don't care. Let's start cruising." There you go. That is the attitude I'm looking for. That's the attitude for sure.
Someone said they feared for a false positive.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
That would be awful, huh?
That would be a terrible thing. Jamie, what Sharon just said, she would leave you at the port and get on that ship. Did you just say you would leave me at the port?
I didn't say that, Lori, but you know.
Lori, please don't give her any ideas.
That I would have to put some thought into.
Two could play at that game. Right when Larry would do the test. Yes, Cheryl said that. The fear of a false positive would really freak me out.
Yeah, it might be better to get it early and know your results. That way, you don't have that fear of doing something.
Yeah, but
right
if you're gonna get a test 3 or 4 days before you cruise, and then get on the ship, it doesn't mean you're not gonna have it when you get on the ship.
Well, you know, it's just
that's the problem.
The thing is, you could get it right before on embarkation day, and you still don't know that you don't.
Thanks. See, yeah, that is it. You could have no symptoms and have it. You could be sick as a dog and not have it. I could get on that ship, like snuffling nose, coughing. I could just have a horrible cold and not have it, and still spread my disgusting germs all over the place. You could get tested and not have it. You could get it. You could have it. It's incubating. It doesn't show up yet in a test, but then it comes out when you get on the ship. I mean, everyone's acting like if you take the test, that means no one will get it, and that's just not the case.
I know that's not true, but
it's getting me fired up now, Sharon. I'm getting fired up.
But it's the percentage rate is going to be down from doing that.
Yeah, well,
I mean, there's always, with anything, there's always going to be those few cases that, you know, slip through or something happens. But, you know.
Shauna Snow said they swabbed me the first time and had me swab myself the second time. Both were for pre-op, getting ready to do it again. Hold on. They swabbed her the first time and then had her swab herself the second time. That sounds like our first 2 dates. Sorry.
Oh my God.
My bad. I apologize. Jamie Wilhite's in the kitchen baking up a storm.
Ooh, What's
up?
Are you baking, Jamie?
Give us a scoop. Can you get a picture on the Cruise Crew page? We'd love to see that. Are we still on for October 21, 2021? DCA 10, you're damn right we are, Deb Krotzer.
We are, Deb.
Hell yeah. That thing's going to go off without a snag. I know it is. It's going to be amazing. Oh, Sharon, we were talking a little bit about that.
Angela says, hey there, neighbor. Oh, she said.
Yeah, that's her from Tollison.
No, but then she said.
She said on the edge of Goodyear. She's just relating it for others.
Oh, okay.
Sharon, you mentioned the fact that we do have the Legend Cruise coming up with our great friends, Tony and Jenny from La Lido Loco.
Oh, yeah,
amazing
we were talking
Tony
about that
and
and we got sidetracked.
That's right. The next group cruise we have after that one is...
May 29th.
May 29th.
On the new Mardi Gras.
Oh, my God. The Carnival Mardi Gras? The brand new, the newest, coolest ship that's going to be out there?
Got to be completed by May.
Okay, May 29. Okay, so we're there. That's a group cruise, right? Okay, what's next?
Next is the Breakaway out of New York to Bermuda. And that is where we're teamed up with the Ship Show. That is going to be...
Once again, the kids from the Ship Show, the kids from Sharon Sea Travel. It's going to be off the chisel, is what the kids say, I think. Yeah. So that's going to be great. What's the next group? There's not another group cruise in there somewhere?
We have 2 more, actually.
When? After that one? What's the next
That's it for 2021.
Okay, so 3 group cruises 2021.
I know. Gosh, that's the most group cruises we've ever had in 1 year.
All right, what else?
2022, we have only 2 right now, and it may just be stick to 2, but we have in March the Celebration Cruise on the Vista, Carnival Vista out of Galveston. And on that one, we're teamed up with the Ship Show as well. That is going to be a real celebration.
Oh, boy. Sorry.
And then we have July 3rd of 2022. we are on a bucket list cruise. It leaves from London and it ends up in Iceland. Goes to Norway, Scotland, Iceland, 3 different ports in Iceland.
Oh my
and
gosh.
that is on the Norwegian Star, and that's going to be exciting too.
Have you had anybody? How many people have already committed to join? I know it's way far away, but the Iceland. Are there a couple of cabins already booked? Are some people said I'm in on that bad boy or what?
Yeah, we have. Let's see. Last I looked, I think we have about 23 cabins booked. I think about 23, which I am surprised that we have.
Wow, that's amazing.
Hardly anyone booked that one because it is pricey and it is, far, and
it's a bucket list.
But it's a bucket list for sure. But
I just hope that I don't kick the bucket before that bucket list cruise. I'll tell you that right now.
But yeah, that is going to be so much fun.
Annette Thalman's too cheap to pay for a fast test, and I can't leave my love behind if he would test positive. Aw, that is so sweet. Yeah. Sharon would be like, bye-bye. Can you just make sure you get the luggage back and don't unpack anything. Don't touch it.
Oh, my God. I would not.
She'd be like, I need you to open that luggage. I need to take some out because I cross-packed and some of my things are in your luggage, Jamie. Big Gene Snuggles, love the cruise chat. Really missed it. James, Shaza, Matthew, when are you heading to Oz? Then we're going to throw a few shrews on the Barbie, mate. Dink 'em.
Be there in January of 2022.
That's right. We will be there for sure. We had the 2021 January Australia cruise. It just wasn't going to play out. We had to move it.
I mean, it wasn't officially canceled yet, but we knew that how things were looking. We weren't going to be able to fly there. So we did the lift and shift and we moved it out to January of 2022.
Speaking of a lift and shift, excuse me. Thank you. The fast tests aren't giving very reliable results, said Mike V. Dewey Ski said, I had one brain tickler and the rest were all the booger picker variety. Thank you. Let's see. Gary Welch said, I just got one and you only need to reach up 1 inch and circle 10 times. See that already there's numerous different ways to test in the nose. I mean, why are some going up to here and some are only going to here? I just don't get it. The show is Hard Knocks. Thank you, Cruz and Susan. I can't believe I forgot that. Unbelievable. China Pearl said, we're tested every 2 weeks at work. First had to do the mid-tubinate test, goes up 3 inches, but now do the nasal swab that only goes in 1/2 inch. Both tests are equally accurate. Very nice.
Nice.
We'll definitely take a COVID test if it's required to cruise, said Sean Moore. Love Hard Knocks and Linda Purcell. Isn't MSC cruising during the fast testing?
Oh, what was that?
Larry, I'm not sure. I know I heard somewhere about a cruise line that was going to do fast testing at the ports.
Yeah, if they are doing something at the port, I don't think they're going to be going, not going to be that invasive, I don't think. Let's see. Angel Eyes, I spoke to my contact at NCL, and you can still hang out on the ports. It's when you leave the port that you have to have a booked excursion through the ship, and I completely understand why. Yeah, that makes sense. They don't want you just going out on your own. They want to know where you've been. They just want to be able to they need to be able to do contact tracing. And if you go out on your own, they can't validate the contact tracing. Yeah. That's the problem. Amy Elke said, I've had no problems after Vegas. Well, Amy, I believe you and your husband probably drank enough whiskey that any sign of any virus would have been killed immediately. That's for sure. It's been a week and I'm fine. Everybody else okay, said Ruth Todd. Yeah.
Were those post-Vegas tests for COVID or for something else? Those are just people that happen to get COVID tests after going to Vegas. Not because of Vegas, just coincidentally. Well, York's might have been because his friends were like, we're not hanging out with you until you get that spot clean. Agree, Sharon, to travel. I'll go back to Vegas early next year, said Leanne. There you go. So she's in. I still can't say how much fun we had in Vegas. Everyone was so awesome. Lindy Lou, you were awesome too. What's up, party on the sea? Lovely to see you. 6:55. I've learned now to pay attention to where I am in the chat before I go to the bottom of the chat so I can get back there quickly. See, we've been doing a live show for years and I'm finally getting the hang of it.
Finally getting the hang of it.
I'm finally getting my act together. Nautical Nurse Nancy commenting on just how fun Vegas was. And I spent some quality time with Nautical Nurse Nancy post party. Like it was a late night adventure.
Yeah.
Let's just say I was with two lovely ladies, neither of whom were Sharon, for a late night adventure the last night of Vegas. We're just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to give out any information. I'm just saying me, two ladies, late night, woohoo. We're just going to leave it right there. Terry Kelly said, I'm going to Vegas in April. It's a long way off, but I have it booked. Last time I was in Vegas, a $5 Starbucks latte costs over $8. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
They do have some prices, but the good thing for Vegas is if you go the same time we do and you know we're there, we can invite you up to the room and we'll have the whole bar spread out. Is that right? Open bar? Sharon Sea Travel open bar?
We did have kind of an open bar. But
yes.
we actually brought a little bit. We actually brought some home with us, though, too. We didn't even drink all of it, which is surprising.
I know, it was kind of surprising. Well, it's just, you know why? Because if we would have had a place where we could have like gone downstairs and really, like, we met out on that patio area a few times, but if any other bars were open and people were hanging out at the bars, then we could have been like, let's sneak this down and pour a little bit in everybody's drink.
Well, I
something
think
like that.
too, our room was so far away from downstairs. It's like it was like a hike just to go to your room for anything.
Oh my God, it was brutal.
It was crazy.
Ebony Gem just said, just listening to our voices is relaxing.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much, Ebony Gem.
Hard Knocks. Did you see that already?
Yep,
that was the name of the show. Yeah.
Yep, they got me. They got me. They got me. They got me. Penitent said it was shoved all the way up deep and not in a good way when I had my... Oh, my God. I don't know why I read his comments. I just keep getting myself in trouble. Unbelievable.
Doodle says he had to give it to himself. To
yourself? They trusted you? You're not a professional, Doodles. I had to give it to myself. Insert until resistance. Hold for 12 seconds and twist as you bring it out. Then use same swab to do the same thing in the other nostril. I don't know if I would trust Doodles in there. He would stop in the middle of it just to take a swig off his Pabst Blue Ribbon. You know that? Let's see. What else? If it's a test we have to take for cruising, then I'll take the COVID test if it's required to cruise again, said Edler Multimer. You're right, Edler. We will do it. We will do that too. Had the test in Florida, got my results in less than 2 hours, said Tamika Robinson. See, there you go. There you go. I had the test in July. I saw the swabs and got nervous. Thankfully, it was more uncomfortable than painful, said Donna Heron. It was uncomfortable, and I felt it. I mean, I felt it for days. For like 2 days later, I could still feel that thing up there. Do you think Mardi Gras will be ready by March 6, 2021, Sharon? What do you know? You have any insight on that?
Well, they say it's going to be ready, so we'll see.
So you're going to bank on that?
Yeah,
Who is they? Who are these they people?
The cruise line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Let's see.
I think it will be. It's coming along pretty well. My thing, I'm kind of wondering if the whole, I know it's not going to take as long, the whole renovation of the Radiance, the Victory to the Radiance, but I'm kind of concerned if that's going to end up being ready by April.
Yes. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. What would happen if you got it on the ship? Isolation, said Linda Purcell. Linda, that's one of the things that they're talking about in their protocols that they're presenting to the CDC and the likes of that, is how they would handle something when it did happen. And there would be an area of the ship where cabins were, where they could have people go who tested, who, I guess, I mean, you get on, the only way to get on the ship is if at the moment you don't have it. But if something happened where it presented itself on the ship, then I guess they would put you in some sort of an isolation in a cabin somewhere. Hopefully, they would still offer room service and cocktails. Right?
Well, I'm sure they would.
Something like that.
I don't know if they. Well, maybe they'd give you cocktails.
Big G and Shungles want to play a game, and every time we say promo 19, you have to take a shooter. That would be a lot of fun. We could definitely do that. Sue O'Connor said, "Look out, Jamie's on fire." Jamie's all fired up. Sharon could leave Jamie at the port, and then she'd catch up to him in the number of cruises taken.
Oh, there you go.
Rhonda, that is not a good idea. I do not like what you're saying there. The wife and I had tests for our jobs after a possible exposure a few weeks ago here in Arkansas, and they barely went up the nose. Not bad at all. These people are getting off very, very easy. Extremely easy. Oh, Jamie Wilhite's making apple fritter bread with glazed top.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That sounds really good.
It does.
Sharon, did you mention earlier when you were talking about all those group cruises, did you tell the people how they can book a group cruise?
No. Just give me a call or email me at sharonatsea@gmail.com.
Your self-promotion.
Well, our
worst.
email is in the description of the video.
Sharon at Sea. Oh, all right, guys. If you're interested in booking travel with America's travel agent, Sharon from Sharon at Sea Travel herself, if you call, you don't get a recording. You don't get, please stand by for an operator. You don't talk to me. You don't talk to some stranger. You talk to Sharon directly.
Wow.
This lovely woman right here.
Sometimes they do get a recording when I'm not.
That's only your voicemail. That's not the same. I'm talking about they don't just get some other person taking their information down or anything like that.
Oh, that's
It's really Sharon. You email her, sharonatsea@gmail.com. You give her some of your information. Next thing you know, your phone rings, you pick it up, and you hear this. Hi, it's Sharon from Sharon at Sea. Give me a call. What can I do for you today? And then you go, oh my God, it's Sharon. And then you're talking directly to her and you're booking your cruise. So if you want to be at any part of any of the group cruises, whether it's with just us, whether it's us with the amazing kids over at the ship show, or anyone else with Lalito Loca, Tony and Jenny, just give us a holler and Sharon will make that happen. You can call, and the number is where? Do you have the number posted anywhere? In Facebook group? Sharon at Sea Travel.
Yeah. Sharon at Sea Travel on Facebook. It's not a group, it's a page. Mm-hmm. So we have the Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew group, but we also have a Facebook page.
Yes. Called
Sharon at Sea Travel, and the phone number is listed in there.
Doodles says, James, wasn't your first date in the parking garage at the Phoenix airport? Not our first date, but it almost was.
Oh, my God.
Bow, chicka, down, down. Thank you very much. Breakaway like my thong. Thank you, Kevin Brubaker. I think those two things are different. Your thong is a small little piece of material that covers up what looks like a possum, I'm assuming, and the breakaway is a big, beautiful cruise ship.
Dewey Ski says, I am more frightened about going to the grocery store locally than I am to travel. Thank you, Jamie. I'm reading it, and there it goes.
Well, Sharon, let me ask you this.
No, but you know when you're reading something, and as I'm reading, I'm halfway through, and then the whole comment just goes away. And it's not because it's moving, it's because Jamie's got his hand on the mouse and moved it.
Sharon, when you read a comment, haven't you already skimmed through it to know that at the end of the comment it doesn't say anything like horrific or vulgar or anything like that?
Actually, no, I'm reading it for the first time.
Yeah, that's dangerous, Sharon. That's not how you're supposed to do it.
But I see it before, so if I got to something like that, I would stop.
I mean, I assume Dewey Ski's comment is going to be pretty nice, and it's not going to go off in the wrong direction.
I already know that.
But there can be people that you read a comment, and it could say something like, hey, Sharon, can you tell us about cruising, and when do you think we can, something horrible involving,
Dewey Ski, once again,
9 irons. And
I am more frightened about going grocery shopping locally than I am to...
You just read the goddamn thing a minute ago.
Put his comment back.
What are you doing, Sharon?
Oh my gosh.
How many drinks have you had tonight? You are out of your mind.
Give me that mouse. Okay. Now where is the comment?
He said he's more afraid of going to Walmart or something like that.
No.
That's the deal.
Okay, Jamie. Yes. Okay. Well, I'll get to it when I get to it. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I think it was along the lines of being more afraid to go to the grocery store than travel. I think that's the gist of it, but I didn't see the whole comment.
That is the gist of it. You read the comment and then you read it out loud. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you just did that with the mouse and moved it 3 times on me.
Well, that time it just kind of moved itself. I just barely touched it.
I'm going to have to take over that mouse.
I just barely touched it. Also, while we're on the topic of cruising and booking cruise with Sharon, also, if you've seen some of the videos, you've seen the super, super cool masks we have. If you want to get your own Sharon at Sea Travel, happy cruising and safe travels, protective cloth face mask, and $1 from every sale, thank you for pointing that out, Nurse Nancy, goes to a nonprofit to feed children in need. If you want your own mask, for the low price of $12.99, $1,219, you can order one here, right at Teespring. Just go to Teespring, Sharon at Sea Cruise Shop, and you'll find one of those bad boys, and you can get your own cool little mask. I know, we just had to do a little self-promotion. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Annette Alvin said, we're going at the end of October to Florida. It was supposed to be a week in Florida then on our cruise, but the breeze was canceled, so it's early. Oh, so it's only 1 week in Florida.
Oh, okay.
See, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Nautical Nerd Nancy, thank you for sharing the Facebook page.
Thank you,
extremely nice of you. See, she is a moderator, so she's allowed to post that kind of stuff.
Actually, I don't when we were doing it, trying to post something before it went.
Jose Lara wants to know, can I be put on speaker so I can drink with Jamie while Sharon is booking the cruise for me? Yes, we can do that, Jose. That could be done. We could put
we could do that.
You could, while Sharon is typing information, while Sharon goes like, okay, and how do you spell your name? While she's typing away, stuff like that. Then you can be like, Jamie, what are we drinking? And I'll be over here like, oh, we're just doing shots, man. And then Sharon will be like, and what's your social security number?
You don't need a social security number to book a cruise. Oh my God, Jamie.
Sharon is great getting back to you. Very prompt. Thank you, so O'Connor. We appreciate that. Nancy said, join the cruise crew on Facebook right here. Nancy, while you're at it, how about you post your amazing group, Nautical Nurse Nancy. If you haven't checked her out on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else on the intraweb net place, make sure you search Nautical Nurse Nancy as well.
Yeah.
She is a rock star.
She's got some great videos coming out. Well, she's had some great Cancun videos. I don't know if she's finished with them yet, but she's got a lot of other videos, I'm sure, coming out.
She has got a slew of videos coming out. There's not enough time in the day. That is for sure.
Hi, Rachel loves Disney.
Oh, Rachel's out there. What's up, Rachel? Love to see you here.
How was your run today? Was that you were going on a 5K run?
She did her 5K.
I saw.
She sure did. She crushed it. She did a great job. Sue O'Connor wants to know if Lindy Lou is going on any SAS group cruises next year. I bet she does. I hope she does. We'd love to see Lindy Lou again. What else do we have? Oh, yes, and here's where you can find some wonderful swag to represent Sharon at sea. Aw, not Nancy, you're so sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's the Spreadshirt shop. We have gear on Spreadshirt and on Teespring, both.
Lori said, Jamie is now Jimmy. The martinis have kicked in.
Oh, my gosh.
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? My name's Jimmy. You want to spend some time with Jimmy?
Oh, my God.
Let's see. What else do we have going on here?
O'Connor says that makes sense. I'm holding out for March, the March one, but having doubts about it.
Well, we'll see what happens. We will continue to think positively. Trevor Begockler, though that was not underwear, that was actually a mask.
Yeah.
It's an official mask.
I will say that they are...
Soft like underwear?
They are kind of soft like underwear and a little silky on the outside. So... they're very comfortable.
So once you could buy the mask, Trevor, what Sharon is saying, and once the once the virus is over, it will substitute as just a banana hammock for you if you want to go that route. Little old banana hammock. Charles Hahn, what's going on? Congratulations, Charles, on the your Bears coming out hot. I think they're 2-0 right now. Speaking of football, we haven't talked about it yet, but yes, the second annual SAS Creators Fantasy Football League is off and running. I am proud to say that in week 1, I did win. I dominated. I had a great week. But like all good things must come to an end. My 1-week victory streak came to an end when John from the Ship Show upset me in week 2. And I am now 1-1. And I will be trying to get you guys updated on everyone and how their teams are doing. A lot of great people are in that little fantasy league there, so it's a lot of fun. William Day said COVID killed any chance of a Love Boat movie. You might be right about that. Yeah. Christina V said, stop moving the mouse. Yeah. You got people so wound up about the mouse, Sharon. You're turning people against me. Sharon, bottom line, where can we go on vacation? We want to plan for February. We know we'll be wearing a mask and social distance, but we need a vacation. Any advice where to go at this point? Said Brian Samborski.
Well, right now, if you want to have less, probably the easiest place to go where you don't have to take a COVID test and things just run pretty smooth right now is Mexico. Mm-hmm. Anywhere in Mexico, whether it's on the Pacific side like Cabo, you can go down to Puerto Vallarta, or on the Caribbean side, Cancun, Playa del Carmen. You can even go to Cozumel. We've looked into that ourselves. Cozumel, wow. Nice. And the cruise ships go there, although they won't be there. But you can go.
So is that your final deal?
I would say Mexico's the easiest right now. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, there are some other islands that you can go to, but you have to do your research. Some you require a COVID test, things like that. You could go down to like Key West or somewhere. too,
Well,
I guess.
And keep in mind that if you go, right now I believe you cannot just drive into Mexico.
No, you can't drive.
The border, in that sense, does have restrictions.
You can
but
only fly in.
You can fly in because that way you have a passport. They can keep track of who's coming and going. They do test you in different places. Like when we arrived in Mexico at Cabo, they did check our temperature as we came through.
Yeah, they do temperature checks and things like that. But
we came through the airport. Now I didn't see anyone get stopped. And I don't know what they would do if someone did get stopped. They might just say, "Hey, you have a temperature. Come with us. We need to do a test on you." And they may just get their information and test them, and then know where they are and contact them back shortly. I don't really know exactly what might happen. And I didn't want to ask because I just want to get the heck out of there and get to my hotel.
Yeah, but there are some Caribbean islands you can go to if you want to take a COVID test. But if you're looking for the easiest, nice relaxed vacation, I would say Mexico.
Cabby Cruiser, what is up? Half Moon Cay is currently a tender port. It is a tender port. I did hear that there could be talk of them trying to make it a dock port down the road. But right now, I would doubt they would invest any money in that with all the financial things going on. I don't think
that's not going to be anytime soon.
That's right. Hold on. I'm just getting us back. We're starting to catch up on the chat. I'm so proud of us. I am so proud. Marilyn Moore said, I got my mask. Lindy Lou said, I drank more in Vegas than I had in 5 years.
No.
Good for you. And you know what's funny, Lindy Lou, is you did that all, and the bars weren't even open. So that tells you a lot. Sue O'Connor's not a drinker, but I probably would have partaken. Very nice. Yeah, so there's just something about getting together with a bunch of us, and we just have a good time. Good night, SAS. Doodles McShip Show. Good night to you, sir. Lovely to see you, and lovely to have you be so interactive in the chat this evening. It makes me feel good knowing that you're out there watching. So to you and your lovely family, have a great evening, and we will see you soon. Michelle M said, hey everyone, late to the party at work. We'll watch the replay. Michelle M, it was great to see you also in Vegas, and thank you for joining us, and you are more than welcome to watch the replay.
William Day said, save Mama Lee and Super Mario from land legs.
Oh, yes, those two they're probably dying to get back on a cruise ship as well. Charles Hahn, thank you very much for shifting the conversation right in my perfect direction. The Chargers' young quarterback did look pretty good. Charles, I'm not sure whether, I don't know what happened with Tyrod Taylor. We were over at our daughter's house, and it was our grandson's first birthday party. And of course we were watching football, and we did watch the Packers game earlier. So to all you Pack fans out there, go Pack go. I'm just going to leave it at that. And then, of course, as we were trying to find the Charger game, I guess it was being shown locally. So it was blacked out on the Sunday ticket. And if you're into football, then everything I'm saying makes sense. And if not, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I was freaking out. And I'm like, oh, fine, where is it? What channel is it on? I'm screaming from the other room. Somebody get this TV on. They have like Hulu or something. I don't know how it was working. And then all of a sudden, Matthew says to me, Dad, the Chargers scored. And I was like, oh, my God, we missed it. And then he goes, Justin Herbert scored. And I was like, what? He's the rookie backup. He's not even playing yet. Turned out he started the game and he played fantastic. And the Chargers they came this close to upsetting the Chiefs. And that would have been a high point in this year's football season. So that's what happened.
Yeah, that was a good game.
It was unbelievable. I'm not yet finished with Cancun, said Nautical Nurse Nancy. She said she's got a lot of great videos coming our way.
Oh, nice. And she's going back to Cancun soon, I think, too.
Lord DeShield said, I would go to Xcaret and Playa del Carmen, Mexico, swim up rooms, like 8 different adventure parks included. So amazing.
Yeah, if you like adventure, Xcaret is a great place.
Yes. I could see us going there, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a fun place to
go. Trevor Bogakler just simply said, Sharon! I think that's what he was trying to say. I'm not sure.
Oh, my goodness.
I think that's what he was trying to say. I'm still looking for a New Year's cruise, probably on Hal, since I have a lot of future cruise credit to use at Dewey Ski. Mm. You know, we would love to do something for New Year's, but it pisses us off that everything is so damn expensive just because of what day of the week it is or day of the year.
Yeah.
It really annoys me.
There's a good chance that some of the ships might be cruising on New Year's this year.
Yeah, unbelievable. Tess Alman's mask is lipstick stained. Hope it comes out in the wash.
Oh.
Well, Tess, you're not supposed to wear makeup when you're wearing the mask.
Buy some... There's this bar soap. It's yellow, but the wrapper is white with green writing, I think, on it. It's called I'll send you a picture of it, Tess, in a message or something. It's called like Fell's Naphtha or something like that. Anyways, my grandmother years ago swore by this stuff. Any kind of stain, grease, blood, anything that you can't normally get out of clothes, you rub this bar of soap on it before you wash it, kind of like if you would spray it with spray and wash or something. But you just rub this on it, throw it in the washing machine with, you know, laundry soap too, and it'll probably come out perfect. So I swear by that stuff. I put on anything, any kind of stain.
And Sharon swears by it. That means it works.
Yeah.
Misty Wiggins is here. Hello, Misty Wiggins. Hello. Lovely to have you here. That name makes me laugh. It reminds me of Misty Wiggins. The name Misty Wiggins. It's not you, Misty, but just hear me out. As a young boy, I remember watching the Carol Burnett show, and there was a scene with Tim Conway. I think, and there was someone, it was like somewhere in an office, and there was someone named Mrs. Wiggins. And Tim Conway did the funniest thing where he'd be like, oh, Mrs. Wiggins. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I remember the Miss Wiggins.
If anybody can remember that, or if not, just look up Carol Burnett, Mrs. Wiggins, Misty Wiggins. Thank you for bringing back a very fond memory by just simply coming into our chat tonight and saying hi. We're so glad that you're here.
Ruth Todd says, okay, fine, I'll order the underwear mask for Kank.
Yeah, Ruth, it can double as whatever you want it to be.
Oh my God. It is kind of comfortable though when it's humid and hot because it's soft and it's not.
Let me set it up for you. You turn it into a profitable situation. You buy the mask to wear to protect yourself from the Proman-19 virus. If you're new here, we call it Proman-19 instead of the C word. We don't like to say the C word. So you wear it for a few days. Then you wear it as underwear. For a few days. Then after that, you sell it on eBay. There's a lot of weirdos out there, and they'll pay top money for that mask. I'm just saying.
Lindy Lou says, I have to be on the New York Bermuda cruise. You do, Lindy Lou, you do. You need to come.
Trevor said, hello, Nancy. You seen Rita lately? Trevor, I saw Rita last Sunday night, as a matter of fact. Woo! I saw Rita, and she was on fire! I'm going to tell you right now, she was on fire. Quick update. Charles Holland's got the score. If you guys don't want to know the score, hide your ears right now or cover your ears. Raiders up 24-17 in the third quarter. That is sick. I need your Saints, whoever's a Saints fan, to pull their heads out of their butt. Papa Mozo's in the house.
Hi,
What's
Papa
up, Mozo?
Mozo.
How you doing, my friend? Hope you're feeling great and feeling better. I learned that there's a terrible idea to induce a carb coma on Monday nights. I have a new mattress courtesy of YouTube. Mozo, we're glad to see you. We hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Always a big fan of our boy Mozo. For daily inspirational comments, please make sure you check out Papa Mozo. That's Papa Mozo on YouTube. Go check him out. Everyone's saying hi to Papa Mozo. Everyone loves Papa Mozo. Norma Kazada's going to Mazatlan in 2 weeks. That sounds fun. Norma, do you have family down there? Or are you just going for I mean, I don't know, because 2 weeks is a long time. That's a long trip, so that's why I'm thinking maybe there's family or friends or you know somebody, or are you just hooking it up and just chilling out in Mexico for 2 weeks?
That'll be nice.
Let us know what the deal is. Let us know what the deal is. Going to Cozumel without ships in port might actually be nice. Quite a different experience. I bet it would be, but I wonder what would be open or not open.
I think a lot of things are open there, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There are people going to Cozumel right now. I mean, you can fly into Cozumel, or what I was thinking, you can fly into Cancun and take the ferry over too.
Jamie Wilhite said, what I learned tonight, don't bake and watch SAST. I had trouble following the recipe.
No. Well, as long as you didn't burn anything, that's good. That's my famous saying. I put things in the oven, and then I get on the computer or I start doing something, and all of a sudden, Jamie will see me
you're unbelievable,
dashing into the kitchen, and I forgot that I was cooking. I mean, I forgot to take it out of the oven.
You do that so often. It is not
time.
Even funny. It's not even funny. You can drive into Mexico if you show a paid reservation. We're going to Rocky Point at the end of the week, said Garrett Labelson.
Oh, okay.
Garrett, good luck. I hope everything goes well.
Maybe that changed recently, because I know as of a few weeks back, you couldn't drive in. So
yeah, you had to have some agricultural clearance or whatever, but hopefully you have that. It's weird that they would say that, because I mean, how difficult is it to fake a paid reservation?
Yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, because a few weeks back, actually, it was around the time we went to Cabo. the person that does my hair had told me, because she goes to Rocky Point a lot, and she told me she was anxious to get back there, but she couldn't go right now because they wouldn't let her in. That's good.
I'll just drive
Rocky
down to the
Point's
border
nice.
and I'll be like this.
What do you got?
I'll just be like this. Hey, I got something.
What do you?
Reservation, 3 people, Cabo.
Oh my
I'm in
God.
business.
Oh
My
my
Band-Aid's
God.
coming off. I'm sorry, I have my Band-Aid on here.
Oh my gosh.
I have to wear the Band-Aid. I scratched my hand up, and at work I kept on hitting it into things, and it was like screaming pain. Robert Brown Jr., that's a good comment. I thought the same thing. Don't bake. It sounds like you're in Vegas.
Oh.
Yes, when Jamie Will Hyde said, don't bake and then watch SAST.
Oh.
Like if someone got baked. Never mind. I don't know if you're following me.
Donna Leonhardt said, when do you think Carnival will cancel November 7th? Panorama cruise. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what they plan to do. If they're going to cancel it, I would think that they would cancel it at the beginning of October.
God, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I yawned.
We'll just have to wait and see.
I am so embarrassed. I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone out there. I just yawned in the little live show. It's very embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. You're only a month and a half out right now, basically from a November 7th cruise. And I think the cruise lines are holding hope that the CDC will lift the no sail order, which will be step one in getting, going back to cruising. And then they're going to have to plan and see which ship they can actually make happen and which ones are not going to go. So I believe as soon as the end of September comes, then they'll be announcing what they're going to be doing based on whatever the CDC guideline is. Whatever CLIA does, CLIA Cruise Line International Association. Did I say that right? CLIA?
What did you just say?
CLIA. Cruise Line International. Isn't that what CLIA stands for?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why you were looking at the screen for what I said.
No, I was reading something else.
Is it something you want to read, or do you want me to not move
Crazy Cat Traveler.
Casey Crat Raveler?
Said,
Casey Crat Raveler coming at you.
Not sure if it's delusional or optimistic, but I booked my pre-cruise hotel and air for May cruise. No, it's not. I think we'll be cruising by May. I mean,
Marilyn Dillon said you can even fly to the UK now, but you have to quarantine for 2 weeks after arrival. I have friends there for the next 3 months.
Yeah, my brother-in-law just went a couple weeks ago, I guess, or so, something like that. He went over to the UK, but he has like a dual citizenship there, so goes over there for a few weeks, multiple times a year, I guess.
Ashley K I remember Ashley K from last year with her "Go Chiefs" rhetoric. No one's buying that narrative here. No one wants to hear your "Go Chiefs" garbage, Ashley K. Did you see the end of the Cowboy game, Linda Purcell? I did not, but I heard all about it, and I heard it was fantastic.
I see Amanda Graves in the chat.
Hello, Amanda Graves. Lovely to see you here. She has a great comment and question right there, Sharon. I won't move the mouse.
Cabo and Vegas videos. Were you ever nervous in Vegas about COVID? No, not really. I mean, down on Fremont Street, people were a little close. We kept our masks on most of the time. There were a few times you may see in the video where the mask was down a little bit. We were drinking some drinks and things.
Well, wait till they see the footage. Wait till they see the pool, though. There are a lot of us in the pool.
Yeah, but when you were in the pool, you didn't have to wear a mask. So most people got in the pool so that they could take their mask off.
But that's a high-risk situation.
But we weren't around a lot of other people. When we were in the pool, for the most part, we were just around each other, which we had been around already anyways most of the time. So I don't know. I felt pretty safe, I think. I didn't come home thinking that I needed to be tested or I had COVID or anything like that.
Yes.
So
I won't worry until I have something to worry about.
Yeah. So
I'm too old for that.
Yeah, I wore my mask when when we needed to, and I felt okay. Yeah,
the former Oregon Duck. That's right, Crazy Cat Traveler. No, you got me saying Casey. Sorry, I got to go to bed early. Pen or 10. Have a great evening. We so enjoy you joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you for making Mondays not feel so much like Mondays. Love you guys. Nighty night. Nighty night to you too, Pen or 10. Thank you for joining us. Lindy Lou said, Dewey, I want to go now. Dewey, you got to take Lindy Lou with you. Make it happen. How about a get together at the Wig Mom, Jamie and Sharon? Said Jamie Wilhite.
We could do that.
We could do that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
We could walk. I could ride my bike there. Catherine Verculin said, I'm sorry I'm so late. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Catherine. Thanks for joining us. Tesla Mott said, Mrs. Wiggins. Loved it. See, people know all about it.
Oh, Tessa, thanks. I'll give it a try. Yeah, I will message you after the show. I'll try to remember to message you and send you a picture of it.
XL Carter's going on a cruise on March on the Panorama. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I will tell you, Tess, they don't have it at every store. I don't know what stores they have by you, but the only store here I've been able to find it at now is a Bash's store. So you just have to look around for it. It's by the laundry soap and all that stuff, kind of up high usually.
Everyone's saying naphtha. Is that the
naphtha? Yeah.
Naphtha, is that the name of the soap?
Here, I could probably look it up and show.
Fells naphtha, they're saying. All kinds of different naphthas.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really getting into Mrs. Wiggins and Mr. Tudball. Yes, you're so right. Oh my God, it's so great. The Ship Show, coming in hot. Have you all considered an Amish country meetup? Lots of cheese and trail bologna. John, that's a great idea. If we can put something together for the trail, that would be fantastic.
Oh, okay.
It's BYOHC. I think it's Bring Your Own Horse and Carriage.
I'll send you a message.
Thank you, John, for the super chat.
I don't know if you can see this. I just Googled it. Can you put the thing
I
so
sure
I
can. And that's gonna do what, Sharon? Besides mess up our screen?
I don't know if you saw it. It's
there you go. That'll take the stain out of anything. Trust me.
Yeah. Yep.
But will it remove skid marks? I think that's what everybody wants to know.
Anything. This has been around since I don't know when. Since my grandma was a little girl, probably. She's the one that turned me on to that years and years ago.
Wow.
I've been using it I've used that for years and years.
Based on how old you are, your grandma was a little girl. So that it was invented right after they realized how to make a square wheel round.
You know what? Let me see when it was invented.
You should do that.
Oh my gosh. It was introduced in 1893.
Wow.
It actually says that here.
That's amazing, Sharon. Thank you for sharing that. Everyone is just a little bit smarter tonight. Thanks for that information. Thank you so much. Meat tenderizer, the powder in the spice section, takes out lipstick stain, bibs, grease, food, lipstick, etc. Make a paste rub and then wash it, said Lori DeShield. Nice. Lori, are you sure you're not just making that up? It sounds like something you might be making up. Gary Labelson said, yep, Tim Conway. See, it's nice that we're interacting. There is a small group of people that we're all borderline senior citizens here in the group. So I can make a joke about the Carol Burnett show and a half dozen people get it. I love it.
It's funny, there's a lot of shows on several years ago, though, that are just good comedy shows. And it's hard to find that kind of entertainment these days. Like you just
Misty Wiggins said, glad I could bring back a great memory. Thank you, Misty Wiggins. You have come into the chat and provided a lot of smiles for a lot of people. I remember it was so funny, said Annette Hallman. Slinky Angle King is here. What's up, Slinky? Just multitasking Monday. Just got back from camping. That sounds like a good time. Yeah. We are hoping to go. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're this close to getting our UTV. And then, and I said, that's not UTI, UTV, just to clarify.
And then maybe we'll hit the
And
Grand
then
Canyon.
we're going to be ready to get out there and do some real camping.
Yeah.
The mask is great. It wasn't trying to say it wasn't. I just stained it. That's okay, Tess. We didn't think you were trying to say it wasn't.
Yeah.
Lori DeShield members, Mrs. Wiggins.
That's common. A lot of people get makeup and things on their mask. I mean, everyone talks about that.
Trevor wants to know if Rita will appear in the vlogs. I don't know how much Rita I have. There's probably some moments of Rita, but when at the end, when Rita was in full effect, when I saw her, I myself was in full Jimmy mode, so there was no Jimmy.
Well, Rita says I don't remember a thing.
Jimmy,
so I don't know.
Jimmy is not very good with the camera.
Lori, you need to put together some vlogs.
Get it together, Lori. William Day said cruising is the best way for disabled people to travel. William Day, I appreciate you saying that, and I don't know much about the different ways to do it, but I do know that we have encountered many people that have some limitations to their mobility, and they really enjoy and have a great job cruising. So I'm going to totally agree with you. Ruth Todd, please don't ever come into this chat again and say, go Raiders, go. Unless there are free shots available. SAS is Mozo's OG family. We sure are, buddy. Back in the beginning, baby. Charles Hunt said, once Herbert threw that interception, they started playing safe with his play calling. Yeah, and it was just one little accident. I didn't like it. I got to watch the game again. I like to watch the game the first time when I'm enjoying it and jumping up and down and getting a little crazy and maybe with a few beverages. Then I like to watch the game again where I can really concentrate play by play and see exactly what happened.
He watches games multiple times. Not so much last year, but a few years back, he would literally watch the game one day, and almost every night during the week when he would go to bed, he would turn the Charger game on again, and he would rewatch it.
Thank you, Sharon.
The next night, rewatch it again.
Thank you, baby.
And again. I'd be like, oh my gosh, how many times are you gonna watch this?
Mercy Rodriguez said, liquid OxyClean for everything, cleans any stain. There you go. There's another thing. D&G Explorers, they're out there. What is up?
Hey,
the boys from
D&G.
D&G. Derek and Gregory with 3 Gs. One of the Gs is silent. So I just call them 3G. What's up, Derek and 3G? Love to see you guys. I was going through some footage, and I have those guys. I may have a video clip of 3G from D&G Explorers throwing back a shot, and the look on his face was one of pure disgust. I can tell you that right now safely. Meanwhile, Derek is sipping on some Buffalo Trace and says tastes a lot like iced tea. So he is hardcore. I'll just trust me on that.
Oh, Nancy says, I have a little Rita action. Don't know if she'll show up in a vlog or not.
Sonia H said it's official. The Sun and the Sea Princess are sold. Just got an email about my cruise.
Okay. Yeah, I know. This was, like I said yesterday or the day before, where they said they were up for sale, but nothing was official yet.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you have it. People are loving Tim Conway and Harvey Korman together. We really opened up a rabbit hole there. I'm gonna go after this show. I'm gonna get online. I'm gonna watch some old Carol Burnett videos. They're hysterical. Yes, Raiders just fumbled. Thank you for the update. Garrett Labelson said the Jets are a perfect 0-2. I'm sorry about your Jets there, Garrett. That's it's not gonna be a good season for Garrett. That's for sure. Lindy Lou commenting how great it was to meet Derek and Gregory in Vegas. It certainly was great to meet those boys. That is for sure. Eddie Moonshine's in the house. He walks in with a quick dab. What's up? Great to see you, Eddie. Let's see. What else do we have?
Linda Purcell says, watching games multiple times is rad.
See, Linda knows what's up. She may be making fun of me. I'm not sure. But chances are she's just super cool. Super cool. I feel bad for Australia, said Crazy Cat Traveler. Weren't both those princess ships down there? They may have been. They may have been. My husband has to watch Perry Mason to go to sleep every night. I hate it, said Annette. Annette, that's a little weird. I mean, watching football back is one thing. Watching Perry Mason at night? Just saying. I'm just saying. Just give him a little warm milk and put the news on. Everything will be fine. I really missed something. What's with the Rita thing? Ruth Todd, Rita is an alter ego. Everyone has their alter egos in one way or the other. And Rita is an alter ego that sometimes can rear her ugly head when Nautical Nurse Nancy has imbibed a little too much. I'm just going to... Anything else, I'm going to leave it for her to say. Tesla Mon said, ironic that I have a free 10 and 14-day cruise offer out of Australia, yet Australia is on lockdown. That is ironic, and it's sad, and it's depressing. Yes, Lori said, Jimmy is Jamie's drunken alter ego. Rita is Nancy's wild side. Watch the dentist skit with Tim and Harvey. I will. Thank you very much. It's so funny. My alter ego is Dirty Girl Tess. Haven't seen her in a while. LOL. Yeah, Tess, I thought we might see her in Vegas, and there was no sign. The first thing I told Tess when I met her, I'm like, you're surprisingly normal.
Oh my God.
Like, I thought she was going to be out of control.
Oh my God.
But she wasn't. Sharon, it's 7:48. 2 hours has flown by. It has just flown by like that.
It has. Dweeski said it's hard to travel. Oh, Australia is hard to travel. Even within
even
Australia.
within it, yep.
Yeah. It's a long flight over there. That's the only thing I'm not looking forward to when we go. It's a long flight.
I'll just sleep the whole time. Linda Purcell said, I got to call Sharon for December 2021 cruise out of New Orleans. That'd be fantastic. Call her, or you can find her information on Sharon at Sea Travel on Facebook, or sharonatsea@gmail.com.
Yeah.
A quick email to get a hold of her.
Yeah, call me or email me. Those are the quickest ways to reach me. I get a lot of Facebook messages too, and I try to respond to those quickly, but sometimes I don't respond as quickly to those because I'm not on Facebook all the time. So, but the email's up all the time.
Norma said there's no family. She just got a killer deal for her family of 6, $300 all inclusive for all of us. We leave in 2 weeks, but only staying 1 week. Very nice, very nice. When will the CDC make the announcement if and when the cruises will start back up again? Said Kara.
When they want to.
Yeah, Kara, the first... They really don't have to make much of an announcement. Right now, they could not make any announcement. At the end of September, the CDC ban, the travel ban for cruise ships will lift. And that won't be in effect anymore. So they could just not make any... They could just allow that to come back into play. And then the cruise lines would have to present information to them. And then they would have to sign off, I believe, on the ports opening and all that kind of stuff. And so that's just a little bit more that will have to happen. So they may or may not make any announcements at this point. Yeah. And it may be up to the cruise lines after this to get the blessing to go.
And then things I think will change too. I think once cruising does start, a lot of itineraries are going to change. They're probably going to sail to either the private islands or to places like Mexico, things that are open. Cozumel's probably a good example of a place they might sail to. Mm-hmm. Some of the ones that are a little more on lockdown now, they'll probably take those off the itinerary. And, only a few ships will sail. And they're probably going to be some shorter cruises too.
The ship show said, I learned... So he's talking about what have you learned tonight, which is our favorite part. And we always end the show with a little segment we love to call, what have we learned tonight about us, about each other, about your peers, about anything. What did you learn from being here on the show with us tonight? The ship show said, I learned that the outtakes of the final scene were hilarious. Can we see that again? He wants to know, do you guys want to see the final Ocean's 11 remake scene that Sharon at Sea Travel and Ship Show put together? Did you see it? Do you want to do you want to see it again? If you want to, let me know. If we get more than 10 people who want to see it, then we'll play it again.
Oh, good night, Amanda. Enjoy your hot, spicy, crispy chicken.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Can I have one of those? I would love one of those. There's a yes, please, sure. Garrett said, is there a place on the west side for pizza and football? Garrett, there is. Actually, I don't. Yeah, there's got to be a place. We'll find a place. I just want to see the outtakes. I missed it, so yes. All right. Well, listen. Well, hold on. I just want to see the outtakes. Said the Ship Show. All right. I will just play the outtakes for you. And John, do you want to see like the fast forward scene, or you just want to see the two other ones? If that's what you want to see. I think people need to see the original though, in order to get a feeling. Or do you want to keep that like we don't want to overexpose that? Maybe that's what we want to do. I'm going to give John a second to reply to that. Wow. Do we not want to overexpose the original cut? I'll leave it at that. Do we not want... He said just play what you want. Oh my God. I'm getting all squirrely now. Yeah. I learned that it was an Ocean's 11 scene. You're right about that. Yes. Everyone wants to see it again. We'll show it one more time before we get out of here, since it's almost at the time frame. Let's see what we got. Okay, here's the actual scene. Check it out. Enjoy this. If this doesn't bring a tear to your eye, I don't know what will. And then, of course, you need to see the footage of how that all came together. So this is the true behind the scenes with a special little ending clip on there. This will last a little over a minute, so hang tight, check it out. Classic Matthew. And of course, here are the final two outtakes. I hope you like these. If you notice what just looks a little weird in these clips. And if that wasn't enough, how about this little outtake right here? Who's got the giggle britches on? Unbelievable. The one person out of the group you thought would maintain her professionalism the whole time. Kelly Clayco comes in cracking up. So there you go, guys. What a great time. We had such a blast. Annette Thalman loved the fountains. William Day said, how about a cruise ship theme hotel casino? That would be amazing. I wish we could find that. Garrett found a cheap condo in Los Conchos for $77 a night, a block away from the beach.
Nice.
Matthew is a champ. D&G Explorers got a kick out of it. Tess Almond, we saw the Trump fans. We saw the Trump non-fans. We saw it all in Vegas. But I couldn't really tell because I was just so overwhelmed by the smell of marijuana on the strip. Papa Mozo said that was exquisite. Thank you. Well, all right. I mean, hey, thanks, Poop Dump, for the kind words. I mean, if Poop Dump's going to come in here and say something nice, I guess you got to acknowledge it, don't you?
Oh my gosh.
Kelly is adorable. She's so cute. Beautiful Kelly. Let's cruise Papa style, said Papa Mozo. Papa, if you're cruising Papa style, what does that include? Just a lot of Mountain Dew and some good pizza, I believe would be the thing. That's what it is. Sharon, it's 8 o'clock.
It is.
Our time, 8 o'clock our time. It's time to wrap it up.
It's 11 o'clock East Coast time.
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys have been amazing tonight. We very much appreciate it. Once again, if you're here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, we'd love for you to subscribe. We have some more Vegas vlogs coming out. Then we're going to get back to making some cruising videos. And we're going to be doing some other fun stuff until this whole damn pandemic is gone. And then we'll get back to basics with our cruising, our cruise vlogging, and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you go back and watch all the great videos. Sharon has some of the best tips in the business when it comes to cruising. Is that right or is that right?
I try. We do have...
Own it, Sharon. Own it.
We have a
Yes,
few
you
other
great
videos
ones.
coming out over the next couple weeks too. That may include a few tips or some things to do and not to do when you're in certain places.
Oh, that's cool. I love hearing about that stuff. And remember, if you want to book a cruise, if you need to book a cruise, if you need to rebook a cruise, if you booked a cruise and you want to transfer it so Sharon can take care of it for you, any or all the above, contact Sharon, sharonatsea@gmail.com. Look her up, Sharon at Sea Travel on Facebook. You can like the page and follow her that way too, and get all your updates from her, and book a group cruise with us and come have a good time. You've seen the Vegas videos. You know how great a group cruise we have, so be part of it next time. Don't miss out on the good times. Is that everything, Sharon? Have we wrapped it up? Did we cover everything?
That is. Yes.
You did a great job tonight, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed talking with everyone out there.
We love everybody so much. It's such a great time being here with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, from all of us here at Sharon at Sea Travel, that would be myself, Sharon, Matthew, who's in the other room on his computer, Leanne Franciscone, Nautical Nurse Nancy, their families, and all of our great friends out there. Until we see you guys again, one thing to keep in mind. Sharon, tell them what's up.
Happy cruising, guys, when we're cruising again, and safe travels, and hopefully we'll see a lot of you soon.
You damn straight. Peace out, guys. Have a great rest of the week. Enjoy. We love you. Thank you.